we need to invite you to be looking at examining businesses that are a good fit for you. And you might say, well, isn't that what everybody does? And the answer is no. That is not what everybody does. That's what very few people do. In fact, people tend to select a franchise business to buy for several very, very bad reasons. We'll talk about the bad reasons soon, but the good reason is that the business is a good fit for you. Now, I'm going to take just a minute and give you an analogy. If I were your real estate agent, you came to me and you wanted to buy a house, you would expect me to ask you 20 or 30 questions about your preferences in home ownership. What part of town do you want to be in? What school district? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? What price range? And so on. Once I had all those questions answered, I could plug that information into a computer and I would pop 5 houses, and I'd put you in the backseat of my car and I would chauffeur you around and show you the 5 houses. What we do at FranNet is similar to that. Unfortunately, what we do is more art than science. It's much more difficult than what the real estate agent is faced with doing because there is no computer to plug it into. What we do very simply is we get inside your head. We're going to have to figure out what your preferences are, what your likes and dislikes are, what your capabilities are. We know the questions to ask you, and in many cases, these are questions you've never been asked before. You're going to have to think about those answers and come back to us with answers, and then we're going to challenge your answer and try to get a better understanding. So what we do is we ask you to fill out some questionnaires, which give us a beginning in that understanding. And then, after the questionnaires, we're going to talk to you and get more information from you. Ultimately, we're going to have a great idea, all of us, of what are the elements of your preferred business model. What do you want it to look like if it's a great fit for you? How many employees, if any? What level of employee? How do you want to get customers? There's 8 different ways to acquire and interact with your customers. All the way from passive retail, where somebody walks into your store and they don't need any help, they just go to an aisle and pick something out. Think of a public store or something like that. All the way down to cold calling, banging on doors and saying, let me in, let me in. Well, if you're not competent or comfortable with cold calling, you shouldn't be in a business that requires cold calling to be successful. We need to find out what level of interaction with your customers is appropriate.